Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? It's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. Um, we're gonna try Gears of War 4. I know this is gonna be QHD, 1440p, and some people might say, well, QHD, it's a 2560 by 1440. It's not a 4K. It's a 2K. But for a small monitor, well, it's a 27-inch monitor. QHD, it's actually not that bad. Not that bad at all. So we're gonna check this out. We're gonna try it out. We're gonna see how well it works on this monitor. The main reason I got this monitor was to see how well does 144 hertz and the G-Sync works. I can test the G-Sync. I already checked the G-Sync with the Battlefield 1 and it works really well. There's no tearing. But in order for me to utilize 144 hertz, trust me guys, once I'm able to connect my display port to an external graphics card, which I will eventually have the amplifier in the future, you will see just that the drastic difference the 144 hertz makes. Not just for the games, for everything, for your browser, for entire thing. 144 hertz, it's mind-boggling. All right, so anyway, let's continue. I'm really impressed the way this monitor looks in terms of picture quality. It really has that nice matte finish panel, and it's an LED panel. It's a backlit LED panel, but the local dimming here, it's excellent. The local dimming zones on this monitor are excellent. You can watch this thing from any corner. It's gonna look great. It's not going to look as great as IPS. IPS will give you a much better viewing angle with a much vibrancy of color. But one thing this thing has is a better contrast ratio on there as well. I will put these two monitors, the LG and the Dell, I'll put them side by side to check them out together. Put them side by side to see the difference, you know. So anyway, I'm gonna hit campaign. We're gonna go solo. We're gonna hit continue. I just want you guys to see how well it runs. Hopefully, I put my FPS counter on there so I can check it out. I think I did put my FPS counter. If not, I'll put the FPS counter so we'll check it out. Oh, this looks gorgeous. This looks gorgeous, man. And you see, this is the G-Sync. The thing with the G-Sync is there's none of that tear. You don't see that tear as much. So let's go to the settings. Let's go to the option. Let's go to Video Advance. Default quality is Ultra. Everything's at Ultra. Scaled resolution. We can go higher, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to leave it at the 2560 by 1440. Frame rate unlimited. Vertical sync. We'll keep that on. Show status, FPS. And texture quality, everything's at ultra, 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 ultra. Okay. Let's click yes. And then let's continue. It really works smooth. Look at this. This is like very smooth, guys. One unique thing about this monitor, man, is I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's right here, 60 frames per second. Right there at the bottom. Here, I'll have to remove my, my camera. Here, you guys will be able to see that frame right there. See that frame rate? 60 FPS. It's running on a 60 FPS as it should right there. Okay. You guys definitely will appreciate if you're on a look. I would highly recommend that you get a 4K monitor with 144 hertz and a G-Sync. But if you go with this route, if you go with a QHD, the QHD still looks great. And honestly, with the QHD, you get much better, smoother experience, in my opinion. It's just much better, much smoother. And this monitor definitely, with the G-Sync definitely helps here. G-Sync plays a huge role here. Hold on. I'm trying to adjust my low light. I'm gonna try to bring it a little bit closer, like this, from this position. I'll keep it like that, so you guys can see the frame counter. This monitor has 0 millisecond. It's like 0 millisecond response time. There's no delay at all, man. Like the response time, it's 0 millisecond. Like there's no ghosting on the response time. The input lag, it's non-existent. It's smooth and fast. Response time, it's 0 millisecond. You guys, I mean, some people ask me, well, what is the difference between the input lag and response time? Response time is the when you move the character, and then when you're looking at the moving 3D world, there is no ghosting between the frames. They're like constant. So there's no, it's like a constant frame. So there's 0 millisecond delay between the frames. Okay, this is where the G-Sync comes in handy, and this is also where, combined with low latency input lag, in this case, this controller here will make the experience seamless. And this is something that a lot of people have been asking, hey man, well, what about a TV? Here's the thing. TVs are made for all the purposes. You can use the TV for all the purposes, obviously, cable, movies, video games, etc., etc. But if you truly care about the gaming and you want to have the best possible performance, this is it. This is why they make monitors, man. This is my whole point I was trying to make about the monitors. Now, you know what? Let me turn off that V-Sync. Where is that V-Sync? Let me go to video. The vertical sync. Since I already have a G-Sync, I don't need that. Yes. But there will be some, let me see. See, there's like, is there like less tearing? Let me see. There's like less tearing now. Hold on. Oh, I definitely see the effect of a G-Sync, man. G-Sync definitely here plays a huge role. And this is on ultra settings. Everything's at ultra settings here. I need to get out of here to go over this way. The picture quality on this monitor, it's really outstanding. I'm recording this in 1440p. Hopefully you guys will be able to see it in 1440p. Oh my god. So yeah, turn off the V-Sync and just leave the G-Sync on. When you leave the G-Sync on, it's just, oh, it's much better. Much, much better, dude. I will do a comparison on this monitor and the LG, Dell and LG, just to kind of like, so we can see the difference between the two. Oh my god. Run. Looks great. Now imagine once I get this to run on 144 hertz, guys. For those of you who tried 144 hertz, it's a game changer. It is a game changer, man. I don't think people realize just how much 144 hertz adds to the experience. You know, and I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I mean, I don't know if my camera will be able to depict that. I'll have to figure out how to do that. How to like show you guys the difference. The reason I'm showing you this controller is just so you guys can see that there is no it's the zero low latency, man. The input lag doesn't exist. Okay, on this monitor. This monitor, it's all about performance. It's not a 4K, it's a 2K, but sometimes 2K can look as good as 4K on a small monitor. And look, I'm getting 60 to 68. Actually, as a matter of fact, the frame rate goes from 60 to 68. So it goes from 68 to 62. So it never drops down below 60. And that's what you want. especially on the Gears of War, on the multiplayer. That's what you want. And now here, the G-Sync plays a huge role here, obviously. But you want to turn off the vertical sync in order to utilize the G-Sync. It has a built-in G-Sync, so that definitely helps. Obviously, the proper way to experience the G-Sync would be through a display port. And this is why they highly encourage you to use the display port. Now look, now I'm getting 73 frames per second. I don't know if I can show you this. Here, let me show you. I'll take it out of my tripod here. And look. Seventy-three frames per second. Right over here. 72, 73. And man, this looks gorgeous. This looks gorgeous. Definitely does, man. Hold on, let me go ahead and put this on my tripod. Alright, so let's continue. Look at that, man, just smooth as a butter. And the graphics looks really good because it is running on ultra settings. Now, there's been some questions. People have been asking me, hey, do you think that they're going to patch the Gears of War 4 with a checkered boarding? I highly doubt that's going to happen. I mean, the whole point of Xbox One X Project Scorpio was not to go down the same route PlayStation 4 Pro it's going. I mean, if you watch Phil Spencer videos, Major Nelson videos, especially Phil Spencer videos, Phil Spencer specifically said that he doesn't want to go with the same approach that PlayStation 4 Pro it's going. And Phil Spencer has no issues with PlayStation 4 Pro. He says, hey, this is the kind of route they want to go with. That's fine. He said, that's cool. But I'm not going down that route. I want to give my gamers a true 4K experience. You know what? And all of this back and forth will continue till November. So 2 months we'll have to deal with this whole bashing left and right, 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 left and right. Come November 7th, Tuesday, once I get my hands on PlayStation, on Xbox One X Project Scorpio Edition, once I get my hands on it, I will test everything. And I'm pretty sure Digital Foundry will give it its fair share. Look, I know that they favor PlayStation 4 Pro more than they do the Xbox, but I think they're going to stay. I think the guy Richard from Digital Foundry, he's going to stay fair. He's going to show you exactly what you're getting with Gears of War 4, what you're getting with Forza 7, what you're getting with Forza 6 update and Forza Horizon 3 update on the Xbox One X Enhanced. Enhanced means the update, and enhanced means 4K. That's what they mean by the enhanced. Getting the update of a 4K. Alright, so let's continue a little bit more here. Look at this smoke. This looks great. This kind of performance, this kind of stability of 60 plus frames per second, you're not gonna, now I'm getting 68 frames, 64, 68, 69. So between 70 to 60 I'm getting now. This kind of like performance, you're not gonna find on a television. You will find a great quality on a television. Televisions are all about the quality. You will find that great quality. You know, obviously OLED, nothing can touch OLED in terms of quality. I had 3 different variations of OLED and it looks fantastic. But you're never going to achieve this kind of like performance. This is why the monitors exist. And this is why I don't like comparing monitors to a TVs, because they're two different things. TVs should be compared with TVs. 4K players should be compared to other 4K players, and monitors should be compared to other monitors, and consoles should be compared to other consoles. That's the bottom line. But as we all know, the world doesn't work that way. So there you have it. It was just a quick little rundown I wanted to do, about 15 minutes or so. This monitor has a really great quality in terms of color and in terms of contrast ratio. It really pops. I like the way it looks, but most importantly, I like the way it performs. And I haven't even unlocked the full potential of the 144 hertz with the G-Sync. Once you unlock this 144 hertz with G-Sync, this game will just, it'll be like a jet fighter, just like whew, F-22 Lightning, just like flying around. It's gonna be that good. But so far, even without 144 hertz, man, refresh rate, I'm still impressed what I'm getting here. I'm getting much better frame rates than what I was getting on that monitor, that other monitor. So I think that G-Sync is doing a better job than the FreeSync. I don't know, but that's because I'm using NVIDIA card. Okay, you guys have to remember, FreeSync works with the AMD. It's made for the AMD. G-Sync, it's made for the NVIDIA. So I would just like to keep that in check. All right, so hopefully, guys, you appreciate those 3 videos I made for you today. I will do more tests. I will do more comparisons between the 2 monitors. And I'm gonna try to get that display port to HDMI adapter cable to see if it's gonna work. If it works, then that's cool. But if it doesn't work, then I'll have to get the amplifier. I'm gonna have to get the amplifier, unfortunately. Hopefully it works. I'll have to get the external amplifier and then put my Titan X on there, which is a beast of a card. It's just waiting to be fed this. And then I'm gonna do some real tests, like the real serious tests, and push the limits. All right, so there you have it. Thank you guys for the support. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and make sure you check my previous other 2 videos, including the unboxing of this DELL monitor. Actually, I apologize, on my previous video I said LG, but it's DELL. It's DELL. Okay, so DELL 27 144 hertz refresh rate G-Sync monitor. All right, guys, so there you go. Gears of War. All right, Mr. 4K Ops Killer out.